Hello and welcome back to another of my Arma 3 Editor tutorial videos. In this video, I would like to share with you about how to apply a paint job, livery, or for simplification purpose, skin on vehicle especially that is spawned with script. In this case, will be applied on trigger once it is of course triggered, and I've prepared two triggers, one that is already created and one for the empty but already fitted for it to be triggered by player once he is inside the trigger. And as for the other, there are plenty of vehicles for just for showcase to show you that there are plenty of vehicle skins that are available in the game but cannot be accessed even with virtual garage. Without further ado, let's proceed to the creation. Of course, first is to have the vehicle. In this case, I would like to use AAV4 Gorgon or Pandur 2. And here you can see that this vehicle actually does not only belong to the AAF but also to the Guerrilla, which is called Loyalist in Tech Ops DLC. This kind of livery is not available if you spawn it directly in the editor, so you must use script. And okay, let us get up first, and before we proceed to skin itself, have to see that in this trigger I would like to spawn a new Pandur 2 in this empty motor 1. So first is to have create vehicle script. It started with have this Pandur 2 have its class names to be copied with string. Sit here and then create vehicle. Hit mark propose. Propose R1. Then semicolon. And for the second is to have this script. Oh, before that I should put the variable name. I'll name it AP1. Then AP1 set object texture global. Of course, the effect remained the same, but considering that people mostly play Arma 3 for multiplayer gameplay, just use this set object texture global instead of set object texture. Then leave this square bracket first, because the formula will be the object and then set object texture global, and then first one will be the selection, last is the texture. But we leave it like this. Oh, I forgot the comma. Just leave it this for one. And now, in order to know the texture of the Gorilla, in this case I want to have Gorilla 2 livery, to proceed to find in config viewer. Scroll until you get the class name of the vehicle, and then scroll once more and find texture source. And find the Gorilla, and you can see this is the texture that we want to have here. Control C, copy this line, and then you can paste it in trigger. Shift enter, and then paste this. Now, as I've mentioned before, there is selection and then there is the texture. In this case, let us start with 0. 0 is meant to the body, and usually available for all vehicle. And for selection, there are plenty, but I cannot explain it like very directly, but I can figure that the selection is meant for each of this. For example, this is for 0, and then this is for 1, this is for 2, this is for 3, and etc, etc. But we are not going to use these two because I don't apply camo net and cage respectively. Then we can just copy this, then paste it in the remaining blank space. And we have our cell. This one. First texture. And if you want to see it completed, I've already completed in another trigger, which I name it AP2. This will be AP1. With that being said, let us taste this. I just want to make two to create a comparison between the completed and the completed. Okay, here we have our first one and the incomplete one. And as you can see, the incompleted one still has some AAF texture on plenty of its body, and then the turret is still AAF and the rim remains green. This little plate here is still in digital camo. On the other hand, the pandur that is completed comes with completed color in tan with some green strips. Now let us proceed to see what others vehicle. This is meant to show there are some paint job that is available but cannot be accessed even with virtual garage. As I said before, first is our A143 or L159 ALCA, which actually belongs to AAF but actually is available with CSAT color. And then our EO30 Orca or KA60 Kasatka is available in AAF color and civilian color. And now actually there are plenty of color that is available for our MD500/MH6/AH6. All basically the same vehicle with a different feature, but the paint job remains same. And then our Merlin, or in vanilla it is Mohawk, in civilian color. And last but not least is our Strider or Fennec that is available in NATO color. Actually, the Pandur is also available in NATO color, but as I've demonstrated in AF color, so I don't see any necessity to apply it in NATO color. So I think that's all for today. In order to have this script for this vehicle, I've used the unused content mod and then extract the texture just like I did with the Pandur too, and then just remove once I've got the required texture. Yeah, I think that's all for today. All the texture will be put in the description so you can have it for yourself, or maybe I will consider to have full list of texture for our little bird, because there are plenty of them and I don't see if I can put it on the description. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in another videos. Goodbye.